y'all halfway peoples. I advise you not to try this. SS. Shabazz D. Sinister V's. Sinister voices. Yo. Action pack, Black Mac 10, Junior and his friend. Not a pot to piss and starving brothers on a mission. 2:30. Brilliant plan around the toll booth. GW Bridge. Got the weapon concealed, nothing to lose. They choose to break the rules at all costs. Stick them in Jersey. Hit the other side to New York. Black and red leather suits and black biker boots. One got the gun, the other one controls the motorbike. Adrenaline pumping, dreams of cash. Anybody try to stop them getting lead in their face. Believe that. Black pack on his back.
Yeah, what's up guys? It's really windy outside, so I'll tell you what I'm doing here, and when I go out there I'll just point the bits and then you can kind of work out where we're at. So I'm putting the fuel pipe on now, and I want it running across the bulkhead, and it goes over where the old heater holes would go, and the old heater holes have a plate like this but with a hole in it. I'm going to order some bulkhead pass-through heater pipes and order another one of these plates, but really in the next couple of days I want to get my engine steadies done, and on the driver's side I'm going to use one of these plates and weld a if I put it down, where is it? It's there. I'm going to weld like a little U-bit to that to go down the bulkhead like this, so it'll be there and I'll go down the bulkhead and out to hold steady. But I've only got one, I don't know where the other one's gone, and I'm going to put it on the driver's side, so right now the passenger side don't have one. But where the holes are, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Junior's weaving through the car, speed the cops can't catch, but they gaining on the mic, got a plan for that. Throw the ones in the air, all the cars at the brakes, so they could get out and get some. The cops look dumb, cause they couldn't get through. People blocked the path, so Junior and Nike hit the west side fast. They got their gear stashed somewhere near the train. Smooth getaway, ready to take the loot to the brain. Change the clothes, ditch the bike, I tripped in the trash. Keep it moving, gotta get the loot to the lab. Breathing heavy, moving quickly, situation sticky. The whole mission was ill, they gotta wait smooth for real.
So that's now this job done. That's comes out of the pressure regulator. I should have probably flipped that round at the pointing up, like at an angle, but instead you have to go under the wing to do it, which isn't too bad. Okay, it lets me keep an eye on the thread if it's getting rusty as well. When the heater plate goes on, I'll have a heater plate also tying this clip in. So that's under here, and I've actually got a really nice plastic clip I can put through these, keep them separated, which will be wicked. I'm going to put some Wassonbury jiggers here, and clips on this in a minute. And then it goes up here. It's got another clip here. I say clip, P-clips, yeah, which I'll use that bolt for. And then it goes up to the banjo, which I still need to put the washers in, but then there's the pipe going up, looks quite good. I'm going to put a heat shield in here, and cool, that's it.
Green rules, everything, niggas is paper chasing, crime related, sat back with 2 gats, then debated, made a couple of moves, time to lose money, you gotta make it, cause it gotta be, smoking constantly, weed and poncho leaves, to be and not to be, street connect will be the destiny. Ain't my destiny, stay alive, forget my enemy, the Hennessy, had me thinking that this shit is risky, up in Poughkeepsie while I'm dealing, funny feelings hit me, out of town is room for panic, I know they wanna get me, bring a new individual thing, cause it's predictable, niggas is miserable, passing out pages pitiful for phony fake, 6 fake niggas that new devil fruit to each his own in my eyes, no niggas better than you if you want it, we tryna get it, never forget it, melons to split it, off that he say, she say, gospel, stick a pick a pocket, but shots to rock you, we must communicate, operate with our options, we just be clocking, push the weight to get your cheddar, Tommy Hill, knit his sweater, living better with the Beretta, whatever's clever, sipping on Amaretta, keeping it real.
Got to cut these threads down. So this is what I've done. I've wound the nut on to the bottom of a rose joint on. I've wound it all the way down and I've wound it 2 rotations back and the nut up to it. Okay, that means I have adjustment in and out if I need it, which I don't think I will, but I might. And now what I'll do is I'll take these. Now these are in a plastic set. They're brilliant for taking like quick measurements. Come on. Oh wow, 12mm, just what I ordered. They're better than metal ones, I think, sometimes, if you're not doing like super precise stuff. And now what I'm going to measure is that gap there. What do we have here? $17mm. Okay, so now what I'll do, 17mm down, I will put this black marker that's marked now. I'm going to put the camera down to do this proper look. I can't believe it. Just rubbed it off. Right. Different plan because the marker just rubbed the marker off. Do that there. Bit of tape. Oh, fuck me. It's so hard working with a camera in front of you. Just wrap a bit of tape around it. There we do. Cool. Right, okay. There we do. Haven't been cutting there. Round there. Thread the old dragon there. And then he'll be ready to go. I'll see you in a minute. Because there was people around, and if they saw me filming, they'd probably think I'm quite sad. Cool, so I'm just making a drop bracket for this rose joint. I'm going to use one of these old, this is brand new, but this plate here, I'll have a tab going down the front so I can bolt through, and then I'll have to do something about this as well. I don't have to do it on the bottom ones, just the top really. I mean, I could do it on the bottom ones. I'm not sure. I'm going to have a in-depth look at it. So I've already started cutting our plates out. So this is a bit that will drop down, and the side bit will go on like that. I say plates. These aren't the plates. These are templates. These are the plates. So I've cut these two. I've got to file this one, and I should have one to cut out here. So I'll do it in a minute. I'm just using a metal guillotine. So fan check. I'll tell you what though, talking about fans, I'd like to welcome a new member of the community that I know, Martin. Hello, welcome. You are now one of the M's of my following base. One of 3. Actually, one of 4, including my mum. Welcome, Martin, to the group. And now, if one of... Let's continue with the drop bracket we were making. Now, these are my rose joints. Here. And there's a plate underneath on the bulkhead that a bolt goes through, and then I'm making this plate sit on top to clamp it shut, and this plate will be attached to the blanking plate, and then these will go over the top, onto the top of that, so I can make it nice and rigid. That's only so when it's pulling and pushing, it's not just on one bracket, it's top and bottom pull, so that's nice and rigid. And then on the other side, I'll just have a plate that kind of that's my engine there. That's the bulkhead bracket. New bits coming down. It's bolt in here, through there. All I'll do is make a plate that kind of comes up like that, up and across, and then the bolt will have the same kind of act on that, top and bottom strength, instead of just pulling on one bracket, because it'll probably just rip the bolt out the head, out of the block, sorry, or it will snap the bolt, which is equally not as fun to get out. So let's get some welding done, I think. Well, it's tight getting out of that spot, I'll tell you. But it's out. If it's going to go back in is another kind of question, really. Whew. Now that's what I call a bit of clearance, but to be fair, it'll probably be more like that. But you know, sick, so is the Weber ends on. Hopefully I can fit an air filter in there, if not we've got a problem. Hey friends, done a little bit of a backlog of videos I need to clear through. I've got loads of footage, yeah, and loads of time, just not a lot of effort. But if this was a strand of effort, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to wring that effort towel out for you boys. All of my followers. Max, Michael, Mum and Martin. Hello. So it seems to be a lot of confusion in the world at the moment. But I can assure you, in here, in Tom's tool shed in the garage, things are swell, peaceful, sunny. Not a lot of bothers us here, friends. You can come join me. The only thing that matters is what's in these four walls. Right, so at the moment, I've just done loads of niggly bits today. Another thing that would have made a really good video, because it's easy to film, the angles are good, there's no sparks, and I didn't film it. Could you believe it? But if I flip the camera over it, whoa! Here we are, the engine. Now I'm not sure if I've shown you M-stub stacks. I might even have enough footage to put slap together, rinse the old content, flannel out, and put a video up about that. But so, oh, look how much clearance I've got, guys! I can park a bus in there. Old Max can park a Rolls Royce in there. What have I done today? What have I done today? Oh yeah, I'll talk about it today, and then I'll talk about what I did yesterday. So I've put these solid engine steadies on that I built. I could have done this a little bit better, and by better I mean I could have actually remade this bracket. But the problem with remaking that bracket, not only can I not be bothered, I can also, if I need to, swap it back out for a rubber one if I get stranded on the side of the road, instead of having to carry a bracket around and all the bits and pieces. That's a poor excuse, isn't it? Poor excuse to not being bothered. And I've got one down there. Oh guys, you see this? I mean, it looks neat because it's like nasty on both sides. There was a problem with this, and I'll tell you in a moment. I'm gonna not remake it, but rebend that so it's a bit nicer. It doesn't look too bad. It's all even, but it doesn't look like it's meant to be. So yeah, it's on the ground as well. I don't know if you could tell. My dear friend Nick May, I'll plug his Instagram if I can work out how. Right here, he's a good lad. He came round the other day. We tuned his car. By tuned, I mean like I rotated a dizzy, and it kind of worked. He probably knows more about it than I do, but there we go. So we tuned his car, and then we bled the brakes, and look how cool the fluid colour is. It's purple, you guys. It's purple. And what it is, I think I've shown you already, you know. I'll show you again. It is called Automech Silicone Brake Fluid. There's its credentials. You're hired. Problem with that is you can't mix it with anything else, and it is .5. Don't know what that means to you, but I hear it's good. We have a problem with the pedal actually. I'm going to have to make a spacer plate. I thought I could get away with a bracket beyond that big, but I can't. So I'm going to make a big spacer plate. I'll probably make it out of like 2mm thick stainless, and not only have it as a blanking plate, but also have it as a place to stick the VIN code and commission number, because obviously this is 01 of 1. And you know, bits and pieces like that. I think it'd be quite cool to have his name stamped in it and like this, because well, that kind of shit. I've also ran. I only loosely ran it. This is where I want my fuel line out. It goes down here through. I'm gonna probably pull that through a little bit more so it's more tight. But it goes through, out there, under these lines. I'll get like a plastic spacer to hold that down, and then through, shares a bolt through this P-clip. Up to this P-clip, shares a bolt, and into there. I still need to buy some washers, which is why that's a bit loose still. But oh yeah, I'm also going to chop the end of that bolt thing off. Maybe, if I can. See what I mean? Or at least turn it. I'll turn it instead of chopping. I'll turn it. How's that? So that's that. So yeah, my engine's nice and that's loose. It's probably leaking down the thing because I did it up too tight, and I thought because I did it so these were facing the same way, but it was too tight and oil went down the side, but it's okay. We had loads of brake fluid spill. I had to remake this front line, which is why it's not as nice as the old one down there on the floor. But it's still better than JB's lines, so I'm not bothered. This is nice. Kind of that's probably the height I want it. I mean, I could do a bit lower, but honestly, I've driven low minis, not quite as low as Will Giddens, but I've driven low minis, and they're not fun. I've got to realign this boot lid, but that's okay. That's on there just for a little bit of just because. And to conclude this update video, another thing off Dear Will. He's a good lad. This is an original Auto something rear louvre, which if you didn't know, sits on the back like that, and it's really cool. I don't know if I'm going to run it yet, but what I definitely am going to do is I'll sand this paint off. That's going to take a long while, but I'll sand that off. I'm going to strengthen the back. I'm going to run fiberglass behind it on the inner bits, and then repaint it with some plastic primer and paint it black, and then box it up, put it in the attic. I think, you know, don't run it, put it in the attic. It'd be handy for someone. And by someone I mean like my kids when they grow up. If I have kids, you never know. Cool, so there we go. I think, what's the next thing to do? I think push it out and start clearing up, because I'm going to paint this in the garage. I've decided. Be quite an adventure. I've done it before. I'll do it again. Order. Cool, so thanks guys. Always nice to speak to you. Goodbye.